Oh, baby. We're back. We're back. Holy shit. I just finished a whole jar of honey in this morning. It was raw honey. It's all good for my nipples. Elsa didn't want none. So I took all of it, man. I took all of it. Oh, shit. I need to turn off my damn rap voice in the background. Holy shit. That sounds awful. How do you guys listen to that? Speaking of listening, I was actually listening to the stream. The sound, the intro song is so fucking good. Holy shit, man. That was insane. There's my bot in the background doing slave labor, which is good. I see Caretaker in the chats. There he is, the man of the hour. Everyone's loving the HPDR, myself included. It's the best. It's the best thing since sliced bread, is what I say. And good morning to you, my man. And happy New Year, or happy 2020, whatever the fuck, man. Happy Tuesday. How about that? Happy Tuesday. I've been eating a shit ton of honey too. A lot of honey everywhere, man. It's been amazing. I've been doing a lot of physical activities, and it's actually been really, really helpful. Need those carbolas if you're going to be doing anything more than actual lifting. You know, some real exercise. I see Nimble. Good morning to you as well, my man. And Elsa, I guess she's here. So you know, girls are allowed in the cave right now, but later on, out. You're out. You're fucking out. That's right. Because she can't be here for too long. She's got to do Pilates. You know, she's got to be a hot Pilates mom soon enough, which is good because, well, no fatties. Oh, shit. We done did it now. You can't say that on YouTube. Can't say that one on YouTube. That's gonna be reported for sure. For fucking sure. What's up, Dad Rackus? Good morning to you, man. Alex Switch, another OG this cave, a good friend as well. I've actually met Alex Switch a couple times. He even came all the way to Finland and Helsinki here, which is crazy because no one would ever do that ever. He came during summer and it rained. Just amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Banned indeed. Tom Struck, good morning to you, my man. Good morning to you, Morelha. See a lot of familiar faces in here. BZ, good morning to you as well, sir. I know I definitely recognize that name. Crypto Al, Haven Peck. Jesus, man, there's actually still a lot of people around during these times. I thought that things were kind of quiet, at least in the more near term as we get into some more serious topics. But it seems like people are still kind of paying attention, in the sense that this market as well. You know, things are happening. Obviously, things are indeed happening, but it did feel kind of quiet, especially for the past couple weeks. Obviously, you know, holiday season going on and around, and people are going to be with their families and whatnot, so fair enough with that. Anyways, we out here, says Ted Rackus. Indeed, man. No, I'm never leaving. Too stubborn. Here's the thing. If you've stayed on this channel throughout really any of the past few years here, yeah, you are too stubborn, and that's good, because I'm going to be here anyways, man. My streak of a video every day will continue onwards and forwards until I'm limited by some sort of medical issue, I guess. So we'll see how long that takes. Maybe knock on wood. What's up, Techno? Good morning to you as well. We stayed up late for this. Yeah, we'll get to the analysis soon enough here. I just want to give time for people to kind of come on in. You know what happens typically when you do these live streams? It's like you get to the analysis part a little bit too soon, and then people join in later on. They're like, hey, can you start over again? It's like, no, man. But we'll sidestep that issue by waiting like 5-10 minutes, something like that. Sebastian Gwynn says, when is the market crash, Sir Krown? Well, let me just consult my magical crystal ball, and I will give you the answers as soon as I know. Again, you know, my general thoughts on this market have been most likely higher first in early 2024, and then a big correction. Probably, I'm guessing, seeing as we are actually getting confirmation of this move higher first now. Well, I'd probably say like late February, maybe March, but you know, it's too hard to go off of something like that just yet. For now, direction is up, and it's time to just kind of sit back and let it happen. And most importantly, when that next major high comes in, then we know, okay, this is probably gonna be a big one, probably gonna be a big retracement from here. But for now, the question is, how high does Bitcoin get first? And we're going to go over a few things as to what the statistics and probabilities stay in the background, as to what's likely, or at least areas of interest towards the upside, as far as what's what I'm looking for, objectives go. But ultimately, you know, this is a pretty intense rally overall that really did begin in October, middle of October. That's mostly been unabated. Yeah, there's been some periods of consolidation. Yeah, there's been some periods of boringness, if you will. But ultimately, you know, it's been straight up. So, you know, does this end with a parabolic blow off top and kind of create like a mini cycle within the greater cycle? I think that's certainly possible. In fact, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards overall. So as always, when you get to, you know, those sort of major moves, well, it almost always goes higher than what you think. So, you know, that's kind of what I want to be a little bit wary of, just learning from my own mistakes, because that's where I've certainly gone wrong in the past, like trying to call tops before, you know, they're really in there, and really just letting the market kind of do its thing. Up, baby, up, says Greg Smith. It's definitely been up. I mean, looks like it's been vertical since I went to sleep last night, so that's been nice. Alluvium to the moon with a bunch of rocket emojis, says Pokey Bro. I'm definitely convinced on that one. That's definitely going to be the next Bitcoin, and I'm going to be rich as fuck with my $100 investment. Hashtag investor. That's right. Hair is looking fresh today. My hair, it just continues to grow and grow and grow, but I'm actually going to need another hair transplant soon enough. You can't see the back. The back is bad. The back is real bad, but the front is good, man. They did a good job. These fins, they cut me up, and if I actually knew what a hair transplant would look like before I got one, I don't know if I would have gotten it, because it's fucking gnarly. It's really gnarly. Like, do I want to explain this right now? Is anyone eating? If you are eating, just continue to slurp on that shit up. You are awake the whole time, by the way, this is happening. You're a little bit drugged up, maybe, yes. But they sit you down face flat, kind of on a, you know, positioned on like a rest. And so the doctor's behind you. He literally just opens up the back of your head. You're awake. Blood is gushing everywhere at this point. And, you know, you certainly, if I could remember what it felt like someone had a razor blade, you know, like you shave your face with, and they were like pulling at my skin the whole damn time. It was actually pretty fast, that part, but man, the pain did last quite a fair bit. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. Pubes on your head. Yes, I got pubes on my head, pubes on my shoulders, pubes on my pubes, and pubes on my nipples as well. It feels really, really good, man. In fact, I have so many that I shed. I actually shed like a dog, you know, like a dog sheds their coat, sheds their fur, and it just becomes hairy everywhere. I that's me. And ask Elsa, like, she goes around vacuuming with her fucking Dyson going, oh, I found another hair, haha. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Definitely not for the faint of heart. if you want to get a hair transplant, you should get one. Should have got the FUE transplant. No, actually, I should have got the FUT, because which is what I did. But the reason why you should get the FUT first is because it gives you options later on. If you need to get another hair transplant, you can do the FUE. But if you do the FUE, you know, it kind of fucks it up, from what I understand. And also the FUE just doesn't get as many of the transplanted hairs in there. You know, I think my doctor was saying even in the most experienced hands, you know, 25% of those hairs are just, they're not going to do shit. Elsa says maybe I should get boobs and ass too. Okay. Who wants to do you think more viewers would turn in if I had massive G-sized tits? Let me just adjust the camera there. This is oh god, man. Oh god. Save those hairs for the hair transplant. Actually, I don't know if that'll actually work. I got the Bitcoin moon transplant. I would like one of those as well, Sebastian. It'd be quite nice. Can I spend it as well? Can I get the transplant my Bitcoin from 45,280 to, let's just say, a healthy price of $500,000, and then I can spend it all right now? That sounds amazing to me, man. I'm all good with that. I'm all good with that. Slutty Crown, what's up? What's up, Simon Gardy? Good morning to you, man. Hank, Botox lips for Elsa. I don't think she has Botox lips. Or do you have Botox lips? Do you even put Botox in your lips? I don't think you do. Yeah, you don't do that in your lips, sir. I think you do that for like your head and shit. So you don't get wrinkles. But look, I'm just getting this all from third parties, listening to my girlfriend and her friends talk. It's fucking boring, by the way. Yeah, I am a trans, and to deny that I'm a trans is trans genocide. I am a trans. I have transplant on my head. Motherfuckers have zero respect for the trans movement. And to deny my experience is violence. And I'm reporting every comment in here who does not agree with me right now. And you're gonna have to talk to the boss of YouTube. to get back on. When you box BitBoy, I don't think he boxes, man. Oh, that's right. Okay, yes. Elsa reminded me. BitBoy is officially the toughest man on the internet. Well, I'm a trans, so I'm not competing with him anyways. But Transinu, I'm Transinu, and you're Cockinu, and well, do the math. Trans. I can't stop reading the comments. They're too good today. They're too fucking good. Would you talk about Bitcoin, please? What makes you think that this is a channel about Bitcoin, sir? We'll get to that soon enough, man. Like I said, I'm still letting a few people get in here. I think we're almost ready, though. Maybe another couple minutes, and then we're good to go. But it sounds to me like you're transphobic, and honestly, you should be banned. So you get the fuck out. Mac Mini says, I put honey on my girlfriend's butthole. It's a healthy late night snack. You're the man, Krown. That's right. Also, for your health advice, subscribe to our channel. We do these videos each and every day. You can get honey everywhere. Make sure, however, Mac Mini, that honey that you're using is raw and unfiltered. That is the best kind of honey to use on Angus holes because the Angus will be cleaned, and everyone knows raw honey is an aphrodisiac, which is really, really good. And Finnish. Oh yeah, it is Finnish. That's right. We do have Finnish honey. It's actually really, really good here. They have like special Finnish forest honey. Cockinu for the win. Bro, I don't care if you're trans. What? What? The fuck did I just hear? You care. You will care. Jesus, man. Tell us about that time you blew that guy in Chicago when he showed you his shoe collection again. Man, that was amazing. I can still remember it just like yesterday. Are you on OnlyFans? Yeah, I give trade calls on OnlyFans. Yeah, I finished Baldur's Gate 3 now, so my ghouls are gone, but I picked up Diablo 4, and I now have 8 ghouls. Very powerful ghouls who follow me around. It's like a football team of ghouls. My ghouls. 1,000 rats for... Is that a real thing? Is that a real fucking thing? Krown versus Wendy O. I don't think I know her. Kryptone, are you Tone Vase? Is that Tone Vase's alt account? Is he still around? Anyways, I need to take a sip of this water. I think I need to get my notes over here ready, and we could probably get into the content of the day and continue the conversation of ghouls and honey and trans later. Shit like that. Krown, you need to clip your video of you telling that story. How about maybe you could just go back and clip it yourself, sir? That sounds like a lot of work, and I actually don't even know how to use a clipping tool on YouTube, even though it's just right there. It probably can't be too hard to use, but I don't even remember which video it's on. Was it on the last live stream or the one before that? Who knows? Okay, all right. When are they going to get the fireworks factory? I don't know. Fireworks actually quite popular here in Finland just the other day. People were firing them right outside of our fucking windows. Kind of nice, actually. Okay, let's see. I got my... Okay, is everything in order here? Okay. Yes. All right. Let's make sure this all flows and makes sense. Do I have my charts ready? I think so. Yes, as well. Oh, shit. I completely forgot to talk about the sale that's going on, which I didn't even talk about it yesterday as well. Well, we have a sale going on. Maybe I should run it for another couple days so I actually let more people know instead of just having it and not telling anyone. Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay. All right, I think I'm just about ready over here. Need to get this in the background. Okay, Elsa chat's over here. Holy shit, man, there's a lot of super chats already. Wow. All right. Okay. Welcome back to the Krown Crypto channel. It's a nice little Tuesday morning here as we get ready for some nice Bitcoin price action analysis. A very serious day indeed as Bitcoin heads up above 45,000 bucks, even above 46,000 bucks on CME, by the way, trading at 46,335. But the question of the day is Bitcoin going to continue, and where are the major areas of interest for this? As we kind of been expecting, or at least probabilistically speaking, looking for a likely extension of this rally to the upside. The question is, how high, can it go? How high are the major areas of interest? And then from there, well, I do want to remind myself to once again talk about that, hey, at some point, we are going to see a pretty major pullback, but first, higher. Anyways, before we get into it, and because I did not make an announcement of it yesterday and nearly forgot about it today, we do have a sale going on. I'll extend it for one more day, so we'll run it through, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll run it through Wednesday. Yeah, through Wednesday. That'll be the last day. And you can find a link in the description below for all of those, especially the HPDR bundle and in the Krown Quant automation, where you can actually automate your trades and execution and in backtest and all that good stuff. All right, sweet. Enough shilling into the actual analysis, and we can start off right in over here. With Bitcoin on the daily, looking at our daily statistics. And we can see that Tuesday is Bitcoin day typically, as almost 60.5% of Tuesdays have closed positively in Bitcoin's history, in Bitcoin's full history. So Tuesday does favor mostly the BULAs, and it looks like, once again, Tuesday is, well, acting quite nice for the BULAs here as well. An average return of about just over 2%. I think we've already seen a greater move than that today from open to current price, but let's just double check just to make sure. And yeah, a little bit more than that as of right now, about 2.5, a little bit above 2.5% thus far. I do think that this one is probably going to be a bit of an outperformer here, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But before we get into that, also in the Oracle Pro, does look like it fired off a nice buy signal just before the rally got going yesterday, somewhere around about mid $43,000, and currently trading another almost a couple $1,000 above that number as of right now, so not bad. So we do see both these things kind of working hand in hand. And as Jesus, man, that honey's going down real bad right now. Anyways, we'll get into the next chart here. Yesterday we were calling out that there was potential for hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. That was confirmed. We did get our confirmation with that move back above 43,200 was a key number right there. And then, as we spoke about yesterday, very likely a move to prior highs of this rally and probably continuation. And well, thus far we have continuation. We have new highs for the year actually. Now here's the thing: this hidden bullish divergence move read right here is actually of particular interest because, one, there are multiple drives coming off of this, and then two, this is accompanied by extreme lows on volatility, which we called out yesterday after reaching nearly 0 percentile on the 30th Saturday. So that was just a few days ago. Well, was it a few days ago? Yeah, it was a few days ago now. My timing of all these days is like so off nowadays. To put this in perspective, the last time that we saw volatility this low was actually in late November, before the last sort of explosion on this rally. Bitcoin did travel up from that low right there to the current, or to the next high, over 20%. So I'm not saying that this move is also going to be 20%, but just giving you an idea of what that's kind of been in the past. The last time that we saw things this low was back in late September as well, and of course that was coming off of this low right here. And again, that one did propel a rally of over 33, almost 34% in the coming month or so. So in this case, it does look like, yet again, Bitcoin does have a bit of fuel here, and likely this one does go higher. So the question is, how high is it likely to go? Well, for that, I'd like to reference my HPDR bands over here. And as we can see on the daily time frame, the 50% of historic returns range high has actually stepped down quite a fair bit from yesterday to today. Yesterday, it was closer, or it was around $47,000, or a little bit above $47,000. Today, it has actually stepped all the way down to 45,800. Bitcoin almost testing the high side of it thus far. So what does that imply when it steps down like this, while volatility is just in the process of actually raising over here? It implies that this actually does have a serious potential to break this range high and, well, travel into some lesser, some lesser traveled regions, as we do see volatility expansion, or we can extrapolate volatility expansion kind of from that, as volatility is, getting a little bit higher right here, but more importantly, that moving average is having a positive slope now after hitting that zero read, or near zero read, just a few days ago. So ultimately, I'd like to see Bitcoin, it's not that I'd like to see it, it's just if Bitcoin does close above the 50% of historic returns range highs, we can look at that as a good indication that this explosion of volatility that is likely coming is going to lead things much higher. Next area of interest towards the 80% range is actually just under $50,000. I do think that there would probably be something a little bit more pertinent earlier before that. I no longer have anything pointed towards $47,000, which is kind of concerning here, or maybe it shouldn't necessarily be concerning. It should be more so a signal, I suppose, in the sense that Bitcoin, it might pull back a little bit from that region, but it's unlikely to be a high of this overall move. The weekly time frame also showing the high side of the blue 50% of historic returns range high at about 51,750. Let's see if CME has anything different here. CME is actually already in the process of kind of breaking out above it, above that 50% range high, which is very interesting. Daily time frame, same thing here too. It's actually more aggressive than spot price action, which is interesting. Wow, that one's also showing $51,000 as well. there must be something before that though. That seems like quite a stretch. And just because Bitcoin breaks the 50% range high doesn't mean that it's like guaranteed to move towards the 80% range high. It's just with volatility looking like this, it certainly has, the juice to kind of do something like that. 12-hour time frame, yeah, next range high somewhere around 46,700. That seems a little more reasonable for maybe another short-term stop. But ultimately now the question is, where does Bitcoin close out the day? Thus really confirming, the continuation of this rally. And I'd really say anything above the highs of December the 8th? Yeah, December the 8th, which was about 44,750. Let's just say $45,000. Then yeah, Bitcoin very likely does, have a nice major continuation on this rally. We also do see that Bitcoin reclaimed the median right here, or as of yesterday, I suppose. And also, if we wanted to get in some pattern stuff, some pattern fun. Let me get a time frame that's going to make sense on this one. We do see that this is an ascending triangle right here with a slew of higher lows, 1, 2, 3. Just kind of taking the width of that consolidation and applying that to the breakout. Now we got some at 47,750. So areas of interest towards the upside, 46,750, you got 47,750, and then you got 50,750. So those are the areas that I'll be looking at. Of course, this is all contingent upon Bitcoin's ability to close above about $45,000 today. I think that that's rather likely. Again, putting in, in conjunction with the Tuesday stats, that Tuesday is typically the most bullish day for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does close below $45,000, it's a call to rally into question. Maybe yes. Where would things start to, confirm this as a trap? Although I don't think that that's what's likely here, but, always need to have some sort of a backstop to be aware of that. And I'd really even just say anywhere below today's low, which is 44,200, basically below there on a closing basis. Okay. Yeah, it's a rejection and Bitcoin's, very likely headed the other way. I don't think that's what happens, but that would be my criteria for this, for what it's worth and for what we see. It's a lot more likely that this does continue on. The question is, how high does it get? So that is what we have thus far. I think also, actually maybe one last thing before we get into it. What else? Maybe a major fib coming around there. Yeah, actually the 786 is 50,750. Man, a lot of things coming in around that region. What about structurally? That is the December 20th of 2021 or 2020? Yeah, 2021. High right there. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I suppose that would also be an area of interest. Just personally speaking, I do think that looking for an extension there, as of right now, seems a little bit out of reach. But again, 46,750, 47,750, and then 50,750, all kind of on the menu there. I would be expecting short-term pullbacks around each and every one of those regions, especially the 786 probably more than a short-term pullback. But for right now, it looks like someone knows something, and we're probably going to find out about the news later on. And as usual, the price is the news. So I think that's a good place for me to be leaving off on this particular video. Again, sale ends tomorrow and happening is this year. Thank you for letting me know, FedCoin. That's amazing. Also, we are running this on a live stream right now. So if you do want to tune in the future, we typically do them on Tuesdays. I almost said Wednesday, but Tuesday in the morning for me in the Eastern European hemisphere. So if you want to join it in, well, I'll see you next Tuesday. With that said, take care, much love, and see you hopefully, maybe even next Tuesday, but also tomorrow as well. All right, take care. Nice one. Okay, sweet. Looks like we got through it, and I'm going to turn the audio on over here. I'm going to see what my chats look like over here. Holy shit, man. There is actually a lot of people in the house as well, which is good. Let me start off at the top of the list. Let me adjust this as well. What are you yelling about in the background there, sir? We can see that Waves for Life wants to go over Solana 4-hour daily weekly. Sir, we can only do one at a time, man. Only one at a time. Otherwise, these things are going to go way too long. And I got a massage to get to later, man. I need to relax. All right, so daily on Solana, I do think. Okay, so we're getting the bounce on Solana that I was looking for, but I don't think this one's gonna top out here just yet. Yeah, it's gonna try higher first, most likely. 4-hour time frame, short term, probably has a little bit of an extension on this rally, maybe like 114, 115, but should see a little bit of a short term pullback right there. From there, daily, weekly, daily. I actually do think that the daily will trade higher first before this one does have a pullback. We can see that at some point, you know, there will be another drive of regular bearish divergence here, but that would imply that this thing probably does actually maybe even retest the highs of this rally first. Yeah, I think I'm going to be massively wrong about, you know, about this one bouncing to 112 and then coming down. I think this one actually continues from here and then comes down. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So going back to the 4-hour short term, getting ready for a pullback relatively soon, but I don't think things stop there. Daily probably continues a little bit. All right. Jay Header says MBD on MEXC. Okay, MBD. All right, this I've never heard of this ever, and it is on TradingView, so it can't be like terrible, but please, moon. Okay, so no time frames given, just the moon time frame. You know, this one's already basically making new all-time highs. It's only been around for about 5 months. Hasn't been around for that long. It's difficult on things like this. I am inclined to say that it probably does go for one more new high on this rally first. But, you know, moon, I don't think that this one's going to be... There's no way for me to know that. There's just absolutely no way for me to know that. I'm looking for some signs of toppiness here. The problem is that this thing's a little bit too new, so daily time frame's not going to be all that helpful. 12-hour time frame's like barely there. Maybe the 6-hour time frame. I think it gives one more try towards new highs, but again, not strong opinions on something that's this new, man. Like, not at all. But probably new highs on this rally in this month. I don't know how high it's going to go, though. There's just no way to get that from this much of a chart. Anyways, Michael Tan, or Mikal, super. Sure. This is Elliot Trades shitcoin, and let's see what it's doing right now. It's actually had a pretty phenomenal run, I remember, in like November or December. Looking pretty constructive here at about 60 cents. Actually, let's see how the monthly closed as well. Actually, pretty good. I think this one's going to give another run towards a buck. Probably around 95 to a buck. You know, I would be looking for big pullbacks there, but ultimately, daily time frame, very constructive, hidden bullish evidence, kind of similar to Bitcoin in that case, after consolidating here for, you know, about the whole month of December on somewhat declining volatility, not necessarily the same on Bitcoin in that particular metric, but yeah, I'd be favoring the upside continuation here. Yeah. Really only bearish on this one, and bearish is not the right word, but corrective if it comes back down below about 51 cents. Until then, anything above 60 cents especially is going to favor upside towards like 95 to a buck, something like that. So I think it's probably got one more move here. One more move. Similar to a lot of these things. So yeah. Not bad on that one, but time frame's probably going to be helpful on something like that. I'm gonna take another sip of this water, just un momento. Okay, let's see. Chemoto says cave entrance fee. Nice. Kuji USD. Let's see. Yeah, there does unfortunately have to be a bit of an entrance fee when you just have, you know, too many people. Like you can't reasonably get to everyone. Not that like. I mean, I can't spend like fucking 10 hours doing a live stream. My voice will actually die. So yeah, we do have to have a bit of an entrance fee. Anyways, Kuji daily weekly. It's very similar to what we just looked at. Super it was, in the sense that, you know, spends December kind of just trading sideways in a relatively constructive manner. You know, again, not a whole hell of a lot of history here, but I'm inclined to say that, you know, it's likely going to go for another high on this rally. Do we have hidden bullish evidence forming? Yes, it should. It should be between one. We have 1, 2, 3 right here. Sorry, is this one actually lower? Let me see. That's 48, and this is 48.12. So actually, no, it technically doesn't have it right there, but I would be saying the same thing, really. You know, these charts, these charts are all kind of like fractals of each other. You know, this one bullish as long as it's above 360. Very likely to make new highs. Again, where do those new highs come in around? There's just not much history to be going off of here. Yeah, I'm not going to even read those off. It's just not helpful. But very likely new highs first before anything else. I'd really be looking for Bitcoin to tell me when the highs are going to be in, and then all the altcoins just kind of like, you know, put in highs around that time as well. I think Bitcoin's going to be a little bit easier to read just because it has that, you know, that history, and we have, you know, those area of interest, especially to the upside for Bitcoin. You know, I'd be expecting it to come at one of those price points. Anyways, Tokyo Channel, hey, happy New Year to you as well, man. Good to see you. It's been a very, very long time. Dad Racket says, how are we feeling about Ethereum, Bitcoin? How are we feeling? I don't know. How are you feeling? You tell me. Let's see. We'll go over here. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Man, it just continues to disappoint. Wow. It has every chance in the world to rally and doesn't rally. I mean, obviously this is, you know, more of a relationship between Bitcoin. You know, it just has trouble kind of outpacing Bitcoin. Let's see what the very high term timeframes look like. But I'm inclined to say, you know, very fucking ugly here. Let's see. Quarterly, bad. Let's see. What about the 6 month? Not really much to be going off of, but bad kind of for, you know, for what we do have. What about the yearly? Again, not a whole hell of a lot to go off of here, but I would be favoring downside. Yeah, overall, I would be favoring downside. Probably closer to 4.2 million Satoshis. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's. I think if this one was going to be bullish, it kind of had its chance about a month ago. All major moving averages switching into a bearish posture right now. You know, if it does have another rally attempt, I don't think this is going to happen, but if it did, you know, it could rally all the way up to like 6 million Satoshis and still be pretty fucking ugly long term. This is, do I have this? Yeah, I do have this still. So this blue box over here was for a bouncy region. I mean, we have gotten bounces there, but is that really it? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty ugly. Then again, this one's just such a difficult one. I'm inclined to say that it's most likely to break down from here still. But, you know, let's go take a look at Ethereum, because realistically, this is just the relationship between Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course. You know, Ethereum is also going to, you know, very likely go up versus US dollars, assuming that Bitcoin does as well. The question is, does it go up as much as Bitcoin? And no, Bitcoin's still likely to outpace Ethereum. You know, I do think so. Yeah, I guess I'd have to be kind of bearish on that, or maybe not even like that bearish, but just kind of, you know, hanging at those lows for a while longer. Anyways, let's see. We have C-Perk. What's up, C-Perk? 1,000 rats. Is this real? My rats. Are you playing fucking Skaven or something on Warhammer? Let's see. On Binance. This is actually a thing. It's been around for 3 to 4 weeks now, and I have absolutely no idea on it. I feel like we've seen a lot of charts like this, though. You know, you might get like something resembling a fucking double boob pattern over here, and maybe it tries to rally from there. But I don't have an opinion on these sort of things that are this new. It is a funny name though, so that's cool. It's worth a lot in meme economy. B-Nanaman says OP optimism. Okay, no time frames given, so I'm just gonna roll with this one. Optimism on crypto.com. Actually pretty good long term. I wasn't expecting to see this, but this one's been around for like about a year and a half, and for the history that we do have, it likes its macro higher low, so that's a really good sign. Looking at the daily here, does this consolidation fail, or does it try higher first? Look, it most likely tries higher first. The reason why I say that is just because, you know, Bitcoin's more likely to try higher as well. So I guess the rest of the market kind of gets pulled up with it. But, you know, going across the different timeframes for OP, realistically, it's just in a bit of a consolidation here for a while, I suspect. And it's going to also between the highs at about 415 and the lows somewhere around like 340. And I actually would be looking for this one to probably try for one more higher low first before it tries anything significant to the upside. So I don't think it's ready just yet. If it is going to try another move to the upside, that's just personal opinion. I think volatility being this high right here is not conducive towards a continuation of a rally like this. I think it's more likely to trade sideways, try for one more higher low, and then maybe make that move. But that's going to take time. That could take a long time. Matt Winans says, "Hey Krown, where is IMX going on the hourly?" Fuck if I know, man. That's not what TA is. That's not what statistical analysis is. what we should really be looking at is we should be looking at this chart over here. All right, what is this thing? I like looking at probabilities. There's no way to know what something is like actually going to do. Even if you have a 99.99999% probability of something, you still don't have actual certainty. Looking at this thing right here, it's kind of like the last chart, most likely sideways for a while. Taking everything off and just kind of looking at the long term. It's had a really significant rally here. I'm more inclined to say that it's going to trade sideways for a while and then continue with the rally, but it can trade sideways for a while, and it could try for another higher low, even somewhere just below $2. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to make new highs just yet, but long term, it's actually not super bad, and long term, it very likely will make new highs in this rally, like towards $3 plus. But going back to, or you're on the hourly, like you're on the fucking hourly, for fuck's sake, man. Jesus Christ. All right, let me put it on right here. Hourly, it might spike 235 again, but I do think that it pulls back after that and tries for a higher low, maybe around like 2.25, 230, something like that. But that's just the hourly. I don't know how relevant that really is. Gallo wants to look at sushi daily, weekly. Wow, I haven't seen sushi called out since it's got to be 2021, I think. Maybe 2022. But looking at sushi swap, okay, on the daily and weekly. When this or alt to the moon. Daily, weekly. Let's just kind of look at the long term here. Just ugly as fuck long term, ugly as fuck. It just goes down, man. Like it's never a good sign. Like most things in this market, even the shittiest of shit, did get a chance to rally, especially from October to current times. This one kind of did, but just not in any way, shape, or form as strong as the rest of the market. So I'd say it's certainly amongst the weaker things, certainly one of the weakest ones we've seen today. When is this thing going to moon? There's no promise of a moon on something like this, because honestly, it's just fucking bad. It's just fucking bad. I do think that this rally can extend on the long term towards like $2, maybe even like $2.50, but you're fighting so much upwards pressure. Like if you're looking for a moon, if I'm actually trying to like give you a more serious response, if you're looking for a moon, you don't want to be in some bullshit like this. This is garbage. This is fucking nonsense. You're not going to get a moonshot on something like this. Compared to anything, that is newer. The newer shit coins, even if they are just as shitty as this one in terms of like fundamentals and whatnot, which I don't even know anything about, to be honest with you, they will rally more pound for pound than something like this, just because this one's been around for so long, and you got a lot of holders, a lot of community members who are just waiting to get at a break even, along the way up. So even if it does join the rest of the market, which it very likely will, in terms of like it will rally, it's just not gonna rally as much compared to some brand new shitcoin that goes, how they can go. They can go fucking crazy. I won't even say it. But yeah, as far as like when will this one moon, this one has no moon compared to most things in this market. Very, 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 very uninteresting chart long term, even though, yes, it probably does go up as well. Let's see. Amadeo Siana says, Tether Dominance weekly, please, mommy. All right, let's check it out. I haven't looked at Tether Dominance in a while. I'm curious where it's at. It's broken down as you would expect as the market rallies. The LARP line's over there, not going to be correct. And that was way back in July, actually. I think it still comes down a little bit more here, somewhere around the 55, which is closer to 5%, something like that. Oh, okay. Apparently I marked off the bearish divergence there. All right, fair enough. And monthly G also coming down here. I'm inclined to say that this one has another move lower towards 5%, maybe a little bit below 5%, tries for a bounce there. And that bounce very likely fails, and this is going to be a major high for a long time. This does look like a real reversal, but very likely a bounce a little bit lower first, like 485 to 5%, somewhere around there. So actually, that's probably a good area to. I'm actually going to mark that off. because that would be a good place for Bitcoin to put in a short-term high. So I'm gonna add an alert there actually right now. Thanks for calling that one out, man. I haven't looked at that in a long time, but it is a pretty well-tested chart that we used to check on more. James Winiger says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Ethereum. Okay, this one's certainly not a sewer coin. Anyways, okay, barely has any history. Literally been around for 5 days. Thanks for wasting our time, sir. No, in a more sincere tone. Look, there's no fucking analysis to be done on something that's been around for 3 fucking days. Is it a reversal? Is it a reversal? It never was the other direction. It never had a chance to go the other direction. It's been in only one direction. Is this a reversal to the upside? I would not be calling a reversal on this at all, man. No, I don't think so. No, I don't even know if maybe you're on like a 5 minute. Is this a reversal? No one even trades it. Look, no one even fucking trades it. Like what? You're playing around in too much of the garbage, sir. You're gonna get dirty on shit like this. I don't have analysis for this. Even you don't even have a time frame for this. It's like, how can you even do anything? Miniger says that sounds oddly racist. Ethereum 4 hour and daily. Let's see. Okay, 4 hour. See, you can see it right here on Ethereum's chart, right? Ethereum, it's participating in this rally, but not as much as Bitcoin. Does it get that move back up to the highs of this rally? Probably yes. It probably does. 4 hour time frame. I mean, that's really all that there is. Daily time frame, yeah, this rally very likely does continue. I do think it's going to make new highs on this rally. Hidden bullish divergence, multiple drives, very low volatility. I like that setup for continuation overall. Is it going to be as much as Bitcoin? Apparently not, but it probably does continue on with the rally overall. Next area eventually is going to be like 2540, and then you got somewhere around like 28, a little bit above 2800 if it really wants to get going, but that's more like a weekly move. Daily and 4 hour, I think are kind of primed for more. I'm really only concerned about this thing if it comes back down below about 2280. I need some more water. My throat's really getting fucked today. What the hell? Let's see. Jazzy J. It sounds like Juicy J. Thoughts on DG chart? Okay, is this Dollar General? Or is this some sort of a crypto? It's probably some crypto amazing coin. Decentral Games. Let's see. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely god-awful fucking terrible. Hopefully you're talking about Dollar General. What the actual fuck, man? What even creates a gap of only down 99.94%? This one's gonna moon, bro. You only need here's a good news. You only need 1,875,000% move to get back to break even. I don't have an analysis on something like this, man. Whatever it is terrible. Long term, whatever it is in the short term, maybe it gets another rally up if things really get crazy towards like 5 cents. I think that's best case scenario, but I don't know what the hell this thing is. It's not fucking good. Crypto Forever says Mint Layer ML. Okay, Mint Layer. Mint Layer. All right. Good. At least it's close to all-time highs. Probably making new highs. Hidden bullish divergence at the highs, alongside rising volatility. Yeah, I think this one very likely tries for new highs on this rally, probably this week. Yeah. No time frames given yet again. So I'm just gonna make it up as I go. You want the 4 hour and the daily. 4 hour time frame still ranging a little bit. Daily time frame looks to me like it's in the process of breaking out. Let's see. AGIX for Amadeo Ciano weekly. Finally, we got a fucking time frame in this bitch. Let's see. And you're on the weekly. Daily, I know you didn't ask for it, but daily hidden bullish evidence on that low volatility. You were seeing a lot of these similar setups across the market, and I like those. I do think that it just will continue on with the overall rally. Weekly time frame, next area of interest is going to be about 43 cents, somewhere around there. Long term, like not so interesting, just because it doesn't create macro higher lows. But it, you know, in the short term relative to the weekly, yeah, I do think that it continues on with this into like the mid to low 40s, something like that. Anyways, Mikhail is back in. He says 4-hour beam. Okay. BAM. All right. Let's see. Let's go on this one. I guess next, what's like the new shitcoin exchange in your 4-hour time frame? 4-hour time frame wants to trade higher. Silver cross on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, it's being rejected by the 200 simple. I wouldn't necessarily call that rejection. I just look at that as like the next breakout area. You know, I'd obviously want to see it close above like 12 cents first, but at that point, I do think that this one generally is going to move its way towards 13 cents. I know you didn't ask about the daily, but I think can help kind of give color on this one. Yeah, I think this one will actually just move generally towards 14.5 cents. Long term, another terrible chart, just awful, really bad, really bad long term. But in the short term, does it try? You know, does it try higher in this rally? Yeah. Giga says XRP, just no time frame given, which is what you expect from the XRP army. Just XRP 589, no problem, man. Just start spending it right now. Again, you know, XRP, I do think is going to trade higher from here. I do think it is going to trade higher from here. You know, the monthly, it's just again, when you're thinking in terms of relative strength, there are so many other things that are actually moving compared to this thing. And while I do think that this one will have upside as well, it's just not going to be as much as most other things in this market. But yeah, just looking at the higher term time frame, especially the monthly here, you know, this thing very likely will pop back up above $1. Probably go closer to like $1.50 sometime this year, if I had to guess. I think the yearly is kind of primed here for what it's worth. It's just, I don't know. I guess if you waited this long, then fair enough. Mythic OG says ALPH on Gate.io. ALPH. Okay. Let me get it this way. Okay. Alphium. Daily and weekly. Nice. All right. We got time frames here. Daily, it looks actually quite strong here in the short term. Hidden bullish evidence plus that low volatility read, again, expanding from those low levels. I like that. I do think that it will continue from here. Weekly, same thing. Probably next area of interest around 130, 132 region. A little bit more long term. And I would be expecting a more prolonged consolidation somewhere around there. This one is starting to get kind of overdone on the weekly in terms of volatility. It's getting really high. It's not likely to stay that high. Anyways, let's see. JW says paid network on the daily. Okay, paid network. I think I see some right here. It's versus wrapped BNB or wrapped Ethereum. Like, we're off to a great start, man. Off to a really good start. I'm gonna go versus Ethereum because it's less shitty than the other one. Hey man, it's all good. I'm glad that you've been here over the years, and more power to you. But holy shit, have you learned nothing over the years? What the fuck is this bullshit? You've learned nothing. What is this nonsense? No, it's had a really good move over the past couple months, yes. But what I'm concerned about is this shit over here. When you see any sort of a chart like this, it's a very strong signal that it is not fucking good long term. Now in the short term, could it be good? I mean, relative on the daily or weekly. Daily still consolidating. I don't think that this one's ready to break out just yet. I do think that it will eventually trade higher, but still range for, you know, for now, somewhere between like 36 cents to 15 cents, you know, something like that. You know, does it break out above 36 cents? If it does, you're probably actually looking at a pretty big move towards 70, 80 cents, but which is actually pretty significant, obviously. But I'm never that big of a fan. I'm never a fan of something like this long term. It's just really bad. Really bad. Jason Chanley says, thoughts and chart for MOG. Okay. MOG coin. What is MOG? The fuck is this some Z's bullshit? God. I love when I'm going through through Instagram, and then for some, like, sometimes I'll go down like Instagram holes, right? And I'll find like someone who's kind of mentally unstable, and then I'll go into their profile and just go through their pictures, and then you start following like the next person who like comments on their shit because they're even fucking weirder and they do even like more bizarre shit, and then every fucking time at some point you get to a Z's hole, you get to a fucking Z's hole where it's just these fucking losers just worshiping this guy who they've never met and know nothing about, and apparently died when he's like 22 in a sauna or something like that. R.I.P. You know, he's probably a cool guy, honestly, but it's just why are all these fucking guys obsessed with this guy? It's so fucking strange. It really is. It really is. Some psychologist needs to go over that. There's something going on there. I'm sure of it. I'm certain of it. Anyways, daily or 4 hour. Daily, not much. I mean, look, this thing, it's uninteresting as far as I'm concerned. On a 4 hour time frame, it goes pretty much like a day without even trading, basically. I mean, yeah, like half day to a day without even moving at all. Like, no one's trading this thing, man. That's not a good sign. I don't really have an analysis for something like this. If I had to call it, I'd say short-term upside towards 5,000, whatever the fuck that number is, like millions of a cent. I don't know. But this is just unhelpful as a chart. Very bizarre, very strange. Very few people even pay attention to this. Apparently, it goes multiple days actually without trade. It literally went like almost a week without anyone trading at all. It's not a good not a good signal at all. But if I had to call it, probably as another short-term upside move. Who knows like what sort of volume is or liquidity is available in something like this. Just very strange. Z's was anti-simp. I think Z's was just a dude, and then a bunch of fucking weirdos found out about him and made him into some sort of a god that he didn't really even probably want to be. That's what I think happened. But I don't know. Maybe I haven't studied enough. Anyways, Kenny Rinaldi says CHR USD on the daily and weekly. Okay, let's see CHR. I feel like I've seen this one before. Chromia. Okay. It already has a lot more history than what we just saw, so that's off to a good start. Weekly time frame. Yeah, I mean, look, and this is a better example of like just a normal shitcoin, right? It does have macro higher lows, so that's a good signal. Very, very long term, but you're probably more focused on this right here. You know, of course, you'd want to see it close above the weekly 200 simple before you really do look for that next extension towards the upside, probably towards 30 cents or so. I do think it'll just generally get there anyways. I do think that this reversal is real. Daily time frame kind of says it right there, but yeah, I do think that this one will trade north from here, probably towards 30 cents, but you know, that can take some time. Obviously, we're on a monthly right now. But yeah, not bad. Not bad. Really only concerning if this one comes back down below, let's say like 15 and a half cents. So yeah. Okay, cool. APK says, if you could check Caspa, not Casta, that has nothing to do with Caspa. Okay, all right, it's very confusing, but Caspa, like a ghost. That's Casta. Okay, I'm looking for Caspa. Oh, it is right there. Why was that? Weird. Anyways, let's see. Long term, very good, very good. This is a good chart. This is a really good chart. It only goes up. That's what good charts do. They go fucking up. On this one right here, I like it. I think it's consolidating at a high level. I think it's getting ready for new all-time highs. I think it's getting ready, well, first, obviously, for a retest of the highs, but you're on the, you have no time, or yes, you said daily. Yeah, putting in a higher low right here. This one wants to try back up towards the top side of the range. 13.5 to 15 cents region. I don't know if it's ready to like break out just yet, but this one very likely makes new all-time highs. I'd even say this month. Yeah. I'm actually good. Very good. Whatever the fuck this thing is. Not bad. Not bad at all. What?
Well, there is some cock that's like, can you check that bottom?
Why?
Because you missed it because I didn't find it.
All right, so there's some cock inu. All right, get your fucking cock inu right here, boy.
4 hour.
Cock inu. Like, do you need me to tell you that this is a fucking scam? Probably. Cock Inu. First off, not on fucking TradingView. No, okay, it is on TradingView. It's just versus either wrapped BNB or wrapped AVAX. Like, there's always like the litmus test for, is this bullshit? And if it's not versus USD, high probability. If it's not versus if it's not versus wrapped Ethereum, very high probability. If it's not versus, well, even those two are really the major ones. The further you go out from there, it's fucking bullshit, or very likely to be. So let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Versus AVAX, I'm gonna go with on Pangolin. Exactly what I expected to see. A fucking nothing piece of shit chart. 4-hour time frame, probably down back to like 3, whatever the fuck this area is right there. But I don't know, man. There's very little to be going off of here. Maybe we go look at Cock versus my fucking, oh, there is versus USD. Okay, that's good. All right, I stand corrected. I apologize. Just as bad though. It's just fucking as bad. I don't apologize. I take it back. This one fucking sucks. Probably goes up a little bit here, actually. I still actually don't really have a strong opinion on this. It doesn't have enough to really even populate a 55 period. Is there another chart here for this extremely highly esteemed coin? Maybe CoinX? Nope. Same bullshit. Hourly time frame. If I had to call it short term down, but I do not fucking feel confident on that, and I'd say like maybe towards, maybe a little bit lower towards like 16,000, whatever the hell that number is. But again, there's no confidence in that. Zero confidence. Zero. None. You sound like a cock addict. You sound like a cock expert. Amia says, Nas versus USD. No sauna. It's a very exotic name. Good, or at least for the history that we have. Higher low right here. Looks like it's already closing on new highs. Let me just put this line chart. This is gonna be easier. Yeah, up. Up. On the weekly, there is no fucking weekly here, sir. It's been around for a month. It's been around for less than a month. But yeah, very likely makes new all-time highs for whatever that's worth from here. So, there's like no objectives to the upside. No, nothing like that. There's just not enough history. Kaz on the daily. We just did that with Mr. Todor. Albert Einstein. Holy shit, it's actually him. Senate versus Tether. Okay. Senate. All right. Has a cool name. It's very Roman inspired. Up. Daily hidden bullish divergence. Weekly. Probably retest the highs of this rally. Very long term. Absolute fucking garbage. Absolute dog shit. Avoid like the plague. But in the short term, does it go up? Yeah, probably does. Probably retest the highs of this rally and probably makes new highs on this rally as well. Somewhere around like 30 cents. Howdy fam. Melody. Can you check out KDA, Cadena? Okay, I remember this one as well. I think this is like a 2021 shitcoin. Exactly what you'd expect. Straight fucking down. On the daily, very similar to the last chart. This one very likely makes new highs in this rally as well. I think a lot of these things, even though they are just god-awful long-term charts, they're going to make new highs on these current rallies. Just probably going to be like super impressive. This one, probably looking somewhere around like above $2, 2.25 to 2.5, more long term. Yeah, something like that. Just it's always hard to love these these sort of the things when they go down so much long term. I need a sip of this water, man. My throat is just wrecked today. What the hell? Matthew Smead says, I'll take not super impressive. Yes, not super impressive is a good way to describe it. But yeah, short term, it very likely extends the rally. Then again, I do check volatility right here, and it's pretty high already. Yeah, one more extension of this move, but after that, expect a nice pullback. Let's see. Okay, we have Jacob Virgil de Dios. It's a very exotic name. Riot stock. Okay, real stock. Okay, all right. And you have a suit and tie on, so I can tell that you're a very serious person. Weird. You would expect Rye to be rallying with the rest of the market. Yes, I know that Rye isn't trading right now. It's after hours, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, long term, I do think that the reversal is real here as well. This one very likely does trade back up north of $20. But you're much more focused on the lower term timeframes. Lower term timeframes, I'd look for another extension of this downside towards like 1475. I mean, I do not like that move right there. I think that this one actually probably trades further down. Short term 1475, probably bounce there, and then continuation back down to like 14 even, something like that. Weekly time frame. This is a fucking weird one, man. The monthly is the one that I think is the most obvious one, and I do think that the monthly will trade back up north of $20. What does it usually look like? Weird one. Very weird. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. But short term down. Short term down with a short term bounce relatively soon. Let's see. Rohit is looking at TIA 4 hour and 12 hour. Okay. That I was really not expecting to see that on a Reddit, by the way. Very bizarre one. The long term seems most obvious to me, but short term, if I had to call it, I think down. It's kind of a hard one though. 4 hour and 12 hour. All right. TIA. Not bad here again for the history that we have, which is not much. 2 months, 2 whole months. You know, I do think that this one's preparing to make new highs on this rally as well. Short term, like very, very short term, still range. You know, this range can go on for a while, something like this, right? Also, it's in here for a while, but I do think that it will resolve it to the upside. You know, this is not bad. Short term, maybe back down to like below $13, something like that, and then try for a bounce there. Let's see. Mikhail says INJ 4 hour. Okay, remember this one came up quite a fair bit a few weeks ago. Let's see where it's at now. New highs in the rally. Good. Okay. Oh wow, I made new all-time highs as well. Very, very good. Very good. All right, that's cool. You're on the 4 hour though. Okay, well, higher term time frame, so kind of where it's at on this one, but 4 hour time frame just ranging here, man. I'd be looking for this one to come down a little bit towards the range lows, but long term, I do think it continues on with this rally, but it's probably gonna trade sideways here above $34, but below 43 for a while. I think it takes a little bit of time to kind of cool off. I'd like to see daily volatility get a little bit lower before it tries another move to the upside overall. But yeah, long term, probably even this month. I think January very likely, or at least February. This one makes new all-time highs again. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, another sip of this water. What? Yeah. All right, Elsa's leaving us now. Okay. Mario says, can you check out Nvidia? All right, let's check it out. I haven't looked at this one in a very long time, even though I hear about it all the time. Monthly, again, very likely going to make new all-time highs. Did it already make new all-time highs for January? Maybe yes, but whatever. It's going to make more. This is fucking bullish, man. It's fucking bullish. Wow. Really impressive. Really, really impressive. I'd just be looking for this one to make new all-time highs. I don't have any I guess we could do extension on this one. Let's see. Oh, I already have done it. That's funny. Well, let's do it again. Next area of interest on the monthly towards the upside is like 670-ish region. I don't know when it's likely to get there. Maybe sometime this year, but this one has more to go. This is what a phenomenally good chart long term looks like. That's what a good chart long term looks like. I mean, it just fucking goes up. It just fucking goes up. Like, here's the thing. When people have to make excuses for your shitcoin, like, oh, this and that happened, or blah, 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 manipulation, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. Good shit goes up, whether the market is bearish or bullish or whatever the fuck. It just goes up. You don't have to make excuses for it. That's what strong, fundamentally based stocks, I mean, it's not really fundamentals in crypto, but not that much. That's what they do. That's what they fucking do. And this one's no exception. But I do think very long term, there's, I do think there's going to be a pretty nasty down year. Maybe not 2024, but 2025 or 2026. But yeah, long term, new all-time highs, really fucking good. Really fucking good. And new all-time highs probably this month or February, something like that. Let's see. Ghetto Tripod says, check out Squid Grow CEO Shib Toshi made the greatest trade of... What the fuck are you even saying, sir? You're not speaking English, or if you are, I'm not understanding it. Squid Grow. Squid Grow. I'm Squid Warm. Elsa thinks it's Squid Worm, not Squid Ward. I'd like it if everyone in the Discord just lets her know that she's wrong, because it's Squid Ward, not Squid Worm. It's not Squid Worm, okay? He's not a worm. He's a Squidward. I guess versus... Okay, we do have versus USD, so that's nice. We got some history here, and it's all fucking bad. It's all bad. Good slave. Keep on doing your work in the background. Moi moi. Bad. Check out Squid Grow CEO Shib Toshi made the greatest trade of all time, 8,000 in Shiba Inu to 5.7 billion in 2020. What does that have to do with Squid Grow? This is bad. Whatever his trade was amazing. It sounds like that's crazy good. But I don't know what this is, but it's bad. I don't know what to tell you about this, man. It's fucking bad. Let's see. Jacob is back. He wants to look at BitF stock. I think this is Bit Farms. Yeah, it is. NASDAQ. Short-term toppy probably plays at a pullback. Long-term, it continues with this rally. I mean, it could pull back to even like $2.50 pretty easily. But I do think it will, like the long term, it's going up. The pullback I don't think is anything like super concerning. This one very likely moves up to like $4.25, $4.50, like very long term. But I don't know how long you're looking at there. Oh, you are looking at it quite long. Well, you're looking at just about every fucking time frame. It's what it seems like from what you denoted there. Short term pullback, kind of similar to the other chart that you sent up as well. It's like if I had to call it short term, these look like pullbacks to me. But long term continuation. Let's see. Dubnet says, "Hey Krown, hello Dubnet. Matic or W-Matic? What? Okay, let me just see if that's even a thing. Maybe you just meant Matic. No, it is a thing. Okay. Well, this one's too confusing. I'm gonna go with MassQ, the other one you said. Also quite confusing. What the fuck is? Man, where do you guys even find this shit? All right, this one's versus US dollar, so it's better. I guess we'll go with Bybit. Got some history here on the daily. It's neither good nor bad. Just kind of. It's like the color beige. Daily bullish, up above $4. Probably makes new highs on the rally as well. With volatility reads like that, I'd probably, short term ish on the daily. Probably looking at $4. Maybe if it breaks out, looking at like 470 or so. Yeah, not necessarily bad. Just not necessarily like amazing. Kenny Bernaldi says ARB. Okay. ARB, US. Whoops. Why do I keep on doing that? I keep on accidentally hitting the damn space bar. Okay. I guess there's got to be an exchange that has, what's going to be the exchange? Probably Binance. They like to list these things. Good. Been around for less than a year. So not super impressive there, but for the history that we do have, it's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Making new all-time highs is never bad. On the daily, do I think that this rally continues like from this exact posturing? Not for long. The reason why I say that is because volatility is already so fucking high on the daily. This one's more likely to find a short-term top relatively soon, if not already. I'm inclined to say it might retest like the literal all-time high at 180 first, but I'd be looking for consolidation for a few weeks somewhere around that region. I think is most likely. Is there any sort of divergence forming here already? Technically is, but that's only if it tops out right here. It's another tough one. What I can say about this one is that it's very close to the end of this current rally. The question is, did it already hit the high, or is it going to try for one more higher? I'm inclined to say just because of Bitcoin strength right now that it tries for maybe one more new high first and then pulls back and consolidates for a while. But I'm not so certain about that. What I'd be more certain about is that this one's very close, if not already, to already hitting that high. Let's see. Rather Not Say says Arweave, monthly and weekly. Okay. All right. Arweave. Let's see, where can we go here? Yeah, there we go. All right, this one has a full history, and you're looking at a monthly and a weekly, very high term time frames. Very similar to all the other shitcoin charts that we've seen. You know, that went straight down. It's like long term, not good. Relative to the long term, the short term, you know, does it continue on with this rally, maybe towards like $13? Perhaps, yeah. It's just pound for pound when you're comparing against other things. It's not going to be as interesting. And even here, you know, you do already see like major issues, right? With weekly RSI making significantly higher highs above, you know, the highs that you saw even like about a year ago at $14. Right now it's trading $10. I mean, almost 50% lower than that. It's already making significantly higher highs. Like, it's not gonna be a good long term. But you know, does it extend on this rally? Does it trade towards like $13.30? You know, $14? Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. Shit might even hit $18. Just, I think that other things are gonna be moving up more pound for pound. Again, daily time frame, hidden bullish evidence. We've seen the same sort of daily RSI reads like many times today, and you know, the general gist of what I've been saying for most things today is it's like, yeah, most of them probably gonna be going up a little bit more. It's just, you got to be thinking in terms of relative strength, right? Anyway, or maybe you don't. You actually don't need to do whatever the fuck you don't want to do, to be honest with you. It's just when you're thinking in terms of like, you know, efficiency, right? Crypto Forever says, could you please check out Hello Labs daily and weekly? Okay, Hello Labs. Is it maybe just hello? I don't know if this is what you want to look at, but there's, this one literally says Hello Labs. It's good. Good on the daily. Daily and weekly. Good on the weekly too. Again, just straight fucking up. I like that. Very likely going to make new all-time highs from here. And this one we might even be able to do an extension for as well. Let's see. I'm inclined to say, it's already above the 1618. Shit, this one could trade towards 30 cents. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say other than that. Where would this one have issues? That would be back below about 14.5 cents. Until then, up and away. I guess it's starting to get a little bit more overdone here on the daily, but yeah, not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Symbol ME says, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well, sir. Please check Mover, short and long term. All right. MOVR. Whoops. Still, I am butchering the spelling of everything today. Moon River. Again, terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible long term. Shit, on this one, I'd be more inclined to say that it probably does come down from here. But again, it's not wise to be looking for something to do something opposite of the rest of the market, just generally. You know, if it does pull back, where to be looking towards, probably somewhere around like 18.5 to $19 if it does pull back. But I'm just inclined to say that this one probably does continue as well. Let's see what the monthly looks like. Yeah, I think it's going to hang around here for a while and probably get another move, probably get another try back above $30. But long term, I don't think it's doing anything interesting. Just personal opinion, but I'm not going off of much here. This one just kind of likes to go down, mostly going off the rest of the market rather than this one. If I was just looking at this one, I'd say, yeah, that's the next high of your rally. This one comes back down to like 15.5, $16, tries for a bounce and then comes down lower. But I don't feel confident in that, just with the way the rest of the market looks. Ryan Sabert says Neon EVM. Okay, Neon. Guess it's this thing. Oh, it's this thing. It's the same thing, actually. Again, another chart that just goes straight up. Fucking good. It already made new all-time highs today, so I can't say that. Daily and weekly. Okay, what does the weekly look like? I mean, the problem with this is that it's so new that like these metrics just don't. They're not going to populate that well for what they. I was not expecting to see that on a daily. 4-hour time frame. I think that this one's still ranging though. Yes, it did make new all-time highs today, but you're seeing some pretty nasty divergence already forming here between this high and this high. I'd be looking for this one to trade sideways for a while between, you know, the current highs at 390 and the current lows somewhere around here at like 220. And it probably does try up after filling out this range for a little bit, you know, some more time. I don't think that this one's ready just yet. I think short term is actually more likely to come back down towards $3. Again, personal opinion, but long term, it's actually one of the better charts that we've seen today. Just not a whole hell of a lot of history there. Yeah, kind of another difficult one, to be honest with you. Did already make new all-time highs. Not bad there. Yeah. I'm actually quite unsure about this one. I'm most inclined to say that it's poised for sideways more than anything else. So yeah, YouTube channel says, I really appreciate this channel and all you do. Thanks, man. I'm just talking shit on YouTube. That's all. I've learned so much. No coin analysis, just much love, man. That's a really nice positive message, man. Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. That's awesome. More power to you as well. Ricky Gould says, OMNI hourly. Okay, OMNI. Whoops. Man, I have not spelled a single one of these right on the first time. I should get my brain checked, I think. Okay, off to a really bad start. It goes sideways as fuck. Long term, even worse. Even worse, man. Hourly and daily, how are we looking? Bad and worse. Daily, if I had to call, probably does try a short term move up from here, but it's like this is not a chart worth looking at. This is fucking bad. It goes sideways. I'd be expecting like another one of these short term spikes, and then more sideways, What is this thing? Omni, huh? Yeah, I'm not impressed by a chart like this that just goes down and then like a dead heartbeat right there. Medicine on the weekly says Keenar. Okay. All right. It's got to be an exchange that makes more sense here. Okay, maybe not. I guess we'll go to Bybit. All right. Not bad for what we do have. You're looking at a weekly. There's not really much of a weekly here, but it does look like whatever consolidation is happening on a weekly is probably likely to resolve to the upside. I think easier to see here on a 4-hour time frame for an asset that's been around for literally a month. Need to see a weekly on something that's been around for a week. Yeah, looking at the daily, I do think that this one continues on with the with this rally towards like 24.50 or so, but not much to be going off of here. My eyes are fucking itchy though. Someone sent me an email the other day saying that my eyes are itchy because I had laser eye surgery, which actually I looked into, and it's probably true. It's not good. Okay, Reaper says AMO. Okay. Holy shit, I spelled it right. Amino rewards. Okay, I guess MEXC for your new shitcoin picks. Daily, weekly, daily bad, weekly just as bad, but like it's not even right for me to even suggest anything on these charts. Like it's not going off of shit. If I had to call it, probably up to like 2100, whatever the fuck, that 0.2 of a cent. A little bit above 0.2 of a cent, but I don't have an opinion on a chart like this, man. It's way too new, and for the history that it is, it's bad. But if I had to call it, maybe some upside here, but fuck if I know. It's just uninteresting. Very uninteresting. TJ says, hi, sir. What's up, man? Please do Relio. Symbol RIO. Okay. All right. I guess MEXC it is. And not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, quite good. In fact, really good. Really, really good. Really, really good. I'd be looking for this one to retest the highs of this rally. Is it ready to break out, though, is the real question. Actually, yeah, this one could very easily break out from here. Yeah, this one I think is more ready than not. Would like to see it obviously close above the highs. I know that's not super helpful, but 80 cents. And I'd be looking for this one to make new all-time highs. We do see a pretty obvious consolidation going on right here, so perhaps an implied target as well. Something like that. You know, if you do see a breakout and, again, closing above there on the daily, probably be looking at like 1.25, 130, actually. Not bad. Organoff says, SEI. Okay, I see this one spit out a lot as well. What is this one? SEI. Good. I can see why. And I've looked at this one before as well. Must have been on one of those shitcoin videos, huh? Well, looks like the Fibonacci extensions here are still working actually. Yeah, they seem to be holding through on all of these upside breakouts. I don't know when we last looked at this. It must have been early December, but Funny to see how that works out. So let's adjust this now that we actually have seen that happen. Does this one move closer to 90 cents? I think yes. It's pretty fucking extended here. It's pretty fucking extended. I don't like, does it have just one more parabolic move towards 90 cents and then blow off its top and consolidates for a while? I think it's actually quite possible on this. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of bearish divergence soon on the 4-hour time frame, but just try for new highs first. Yeah, especially Bitcoin strong. Where would I have? Where would I be bearish on this one? Bearish is not the right term, but I'd be looking for the. But I'd say that hey, this one's done for a while. If it comes back down below 55 cents, it's quite far away actually. Ghetto Tripod says Squid Grow on the weekly monthly. We already looked at that one. I see Adam Tutu, but no message there, so apologies on that. We have Anima again, NOS versus USD. Did we already look at this one or? NOS. Nosani, yeah, we did look at this one. Then we have Mythic OG, Syncus my dinkus. All right, I'm just gonna type it in there. All right, versus, can we get versus Tether? That's probably the best one on MEXC. There we go. Another, exactly what I expected. Syncus. 4 out. Okay, you did say Uniswap, so we'll go there. What the fuck? All right, no. Getting off that one. I don't have an opinion on something like this. If I had to call it down, I'd say down to like 7, whatever the fuck. Just these lows over here. But I'm not going off of shit, man. This thing barely trades as well. You go hours without trades on this one. It's just there's no analysis to be done on this, man. Syncus, not sync. I mean, that is a symbol for Syncus, sir. I'll try again, just in case if I am wrong. All right, let me just try Syncus. Yeah, we can try versus Wrapped Ethereum. Better versus Ethereum, but still kind of uninteresting here. I don't trust these signals here just because it's a fucking weird looking chart. No, I don't have an opinion on this either. If I had to call it in the 4-hour, I'd say short-term downside towards like 4,000-ish. Something like that. All right, so Elsa left, so I need to find where the chats are, where we left off. So let me just scroll up here. Un momento as I figure this out. And then I need to recognize that I also need to leave as well relatively soonish. So hopefully I can get through all of these first. Okay, we got SCI, know that. Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Lots of chats here. All right. I found my place. Okay, Lucas Second says FTM on the daily. All right, so this one I remember from 2021. Whoops. FTM USD. All right, let's try that. I would humbly request no more super chats from now though. It's just I think it'll just get a little bit too much. I appreciate it for certain, but it's just time limited by time here. Daily on Phantom, I do think that this one trades north of here towards, what is it, like 54, 55 cents. Weekly, actually weekly is very close to breaking out here. If you do see the weekly close above last week's high, I'd be looking for this one to extend towards like 68 cents if that were to happen. If. But daily short term up. Michael Wong says HNT on the daily. Okay. Helium. Yeah, we have another one of these shitcoin charts long term. Not interested in that, man. Daily here. If I had to call it short term, it probably does try another move towards like, actually maybe towards $8. But I think you're generally going sideways. I don't think this one's like making new highs from here just yet. I think generally goes sideways for a while. But short term tries a little bit of upside. Like Caspa, we did Caspa. All the way Inu says, got balls on you. Haha. See what you did there. AVAX Mimi on. Oh, it's a real thing. Okay. Balls. Proudly unwashed balls. That's funny. I don't think that's actually what you're looking at. Pretty fucking bad though, for whatever that is. But I think the one that you actually want to see is not on TradingView. Dubnet says coins chart open as free. What are you talking about? What? You're fucking from New Zealand, man. You should know English. Like, this does not make sense. Coins chart open as free money. Down only till EQ. No. Question mark. I fucking hate it when people make a statement and then say no? Question mark. I fucking hate it. Oh my god. I know that you're not actually trying to or it's not your fault. It's my fault why that bothers me. But fuck, is that a weird way to pose a question? No. It's like, fuck you. Shut up. Like, no. Anyways, okay. I'm guessing. I'm just gonna type in coins here. All right. Fuck, this thing is bad. I don't even know if that's what you're looking at. Maybe you're talking about like Coinbase, but you spelled it wrong. So there's that. Is that going to go down till EQ? What the fuck is EQ? What the fuck is EQ? Are you people just make up like terms, I think. What the fuck is an EQ? I don't know. If you're talking about Coinbase, is it going to be down only? It's a hard. I don't think I'd call anything about this chart down only in the near term. I think maybe it might come back down to like 145, 150. Could very easily come back down there, but long term up. Alex Kostov says Power USD. Whoops, it's this Power USD. Yeah, come on, spell it right, you motherfucker. All right, Power Ledger. Up. This one probably retests like 60 cents or so. 60 cents? What the fuck? Like mid to upper 50s, but that's more long term. Yo, you didn't give me a fucking time frame. All right, I'm gonna go down to a 4 hour. What does 4 hours say? Short term probably bounces here. Maybe retests around the lows, but tries for a bounce. Wait, what was I on before where that made sense? Okay, yeah, that was a monthly. Okay. Now I'm understanding. Short term, yeah, it could very easily come back down. I'm not saying that it will, but if it does, anywhere to like low 30s, like 31, 32 cents, fine. Monthly, I think this one still tries some upside from here. And I do think it'll try 45 cents or so, maybe even this month, and probably later in Q1. I do think it will try somewhere around 60. But that can take some time. Let's see. Okay. Doggy for Daniel Garcia. Long term, okay. Long term to me means like a weekly monthly. It's to another one of these, yeah. I actually do think it is reversing here, and it's probably going to test somewhere around the top side of the range. The LARP lines continue to play out. Yeah, it's about to get a silver cross on the weekly as well. I'd be saying on the weekly probably trades back up towards or north of 10 cents. Does it actually try towards like 15 cents, the actual range highs? Maybe. This would be kind of its chance, I do think. But long term, like, for like Doggy Coin is a fucking meme coin. Excuse me. Highly unprofessional. But it's more legitimate than most things that people think are legitimate in this market just by looking at this chart. And why can I say that? It has macro higher lows. 2015, 2019, 2023. I mean, most things in this market just go fucking down and make new all-time lows. It's actually quite impressive. Robert Becerra says, can you check out PKR Poker? Okay, PKR. All right, this is a new one. I've never seen this one before. Not so interesting on the monthly. So many of these charts look like this. Sideways, problems below whatever the fuck this number is here, 65, 64,000-ish, whatever the fuck. Bullish back above like 1.5 cent. Until then, it's just sideways range. I'm inclined to say that this is probably gonna go down from here, but it's hard to say at this point of the market cycle because a lot of things will just get pulled up by their bootstraps just by the overall strength of the market. But yeah, below, 64,000, then send this one back down to the hells. Until then, I guess it's a healthy-ish consolidation, but ugly as fuck. really hard for me to say that about this chart. I really want to say it's going to go down. But it's just rough on these ones. I'm running out of water now too. Range Warrior says SEI on the daily weekly. I think we already looked at that one. I'm pretty sure. Maybe we just briefly go back to it. Yeah, we did look at this one. I think it makes new all-time highs again in January. I think this one can actually trade up towards like 90 cents. In the short term, however, does it play out a pullback first? Could very easily pull back down, but long-term bullish as long as it's above, especially yesterday's low. As long as it's above yesterday's low, I'm looking for this one to continue up towards some of those more egregious targets. Kind of crazy. Let's see. Okay. I see Kenny Bernaldi. He's back. He wants to look at LRC. Today's actually been like quite a difficult day with analysis. Most things just don't have history, and the ones that do, like, they're at really precarious areas where it's like, okay, if it does pull back from this region, it's gonna pull back a fucking lot. But at the same time, do you want to be betting against Bitcoin right now? Because that's generally the strength that's going to be holding up most of this market anyways. Yeah, LRC, 4 hour and 12 hour. Okay, interesting ones there. 12-hour time frame, hidden bullish divergence, but not super convinced by that one. 4 hour time frame, I'm looking for this one to just range a little bit more here. I don't think it's going to be doing anything like super interesting in the more near term. Between like 29 cents and 34 cents, I'd be looking for it to fill out that range for a while. Nothing really interesting above or until it's above or below. I am inclined to say that long term, actually long term, it does have macro higher lows. So, long term, I do think that it probably does break out towards the upside, towards 44, 45 cents, but that can take a while. I think it fills at that range first for a while. APK says cubic if possible. Chart is on Safe Trade Exchange. That's not gonna be on fucking TradeView. Cubic. Cubit or cubic? Okay, you said cubic, not qubit, so I'm guessing this is not the right one. Yeah, if it's on Safe Trade, it's not gonna be on TradeView, man. It has to be like, just kind of legit to be on TradeView. Yoni Lakinen says, Huomenta moi. This is the one Finnish word I know. Kiitos. It's the other Finnish word I know. I know 3 words. I know hello, goodbye, and thank you. And 2 of those words are the same word. But based off your name, you're definitely Finnish, man. Good morning to you, sir. I know you speak fucking English because all the Finnish people speak English, and they speak really, really good English as well. Aaron wants to look at looks versus USD. Okay. Again, just one at a time, sir. My voice is already fucking it's already toast. Terrible, just bad, just fucking awful. Like, why God, why? I want to play that meme with what is it, Michael Scott or whatever the fuck his name is. Terrible. Just I'll look at the other one because this one's so fucking bad. It hurts my eyes, man. It's just so like these altcoins are so fucking dumb. Not you're dumb, but the altcoin is fucking dumb. It's super dumb. Super dumb. Okay, Matic USD. My looks. Matic probably goes up from here. Probably trades back up towards like 115, 120. Yeah. Again, Matic monthly high or low. I'm not gonna hate that. Yeah, towards like 120-ish, maybe 1.25 in January, February. Meininger says, "Oh my God, that sounds really fucking racist." I think he's just German though, which is also racist, but you can understand. Mine, Mieneger. You're towing a very, very fine line there, man. And it makes me feel uncomfortable on YouTube, to be honest with you. IWM. Okay, so you're looking at real stocks here. Closed out the year decently. But overall, what are the mid caps doing? They're ranging. Is it going to test the top side at like 220, 225? Maybe. But here's what it's been doing ever since 2022. I mean, It's kind of uninteresting for a lot of these mid caps, honestly. What about the yearly? Yearly is weird. You know, it's, yeah, it probably actually does go up, honestly. Yeah. All right. It's a bullish engulfing quarterly. It probably makes new highs on this rally sometime this quarter. But you're on a daily and weekly. That's not even relevant to you. Daily down, probably fills a gap like 194, 195. Weekly, yeah, short term down relative to, I mean, it's weekly. It's like probably takes like a month to play out, but you know what I mean. Rather not say says, hey, beautiful. What's up, man? Quant on weekly and monthly. Oh, is that me? I'm blushing. Quantum. No, there's QNT. There we go. I know this one. I've seen this one before. It's been a while, but okay. You're in a weekly and a monthly. Well, weekly, I think could come back down and retest like around 130, 131 region, but ultimately this one very likely moves up towards 160, 170-ish region. So short term, it's like it might come down a little bit. I don't feel too confident on that. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Long term, I do think it works this way towards like 160, 170. I wouldn't say this chart's like good or bad. It's just kind of, it's like the color beige. It's neutral. it's like a nothing. Crypto Forever says, ALF daily and weekly. Okay, ALPH. Okay, gotcha. Pretty good. I think this one retests the prior all-time high, like 130. Yeah, really good move here on the daily. Hidden bullish divergence. It's not really an engulfing, but it does look like a breakout, especially along volatility. One of the stronger ones. I think we've already seen it today, actually, as well. Really, only issues on this one if it comes back down below like 70 cents, which is pretty fucking far away from current price action. I'm inclined to say this one, moves this way higher here first, like 130, 140 region. Mr. Caretaker laying down the law. Bro, if it's not on TradingView, there is not much point asking. You're goddamn right. Thank God for TradingView. Thank fucking God for sorry, not TradingView, but for Caretaker. Jesus, man, my brain is just not working today. I didn't have coffee this morning. It's I guess it's not working too well for me. Storage versus USD. I have to say though, coffee really is it really is like a serious drug, because when I have caffeine, and I eat a little bit of honey, I go to my fucking gym and I just smash the bag there for like an hour, and I'm not tired at all, like even a little bit. Could do that for another hour, but it's so loud. I feel bad because like Finnish people are very quiet people, and it's like a commercial gym, so there's not. It's like it's very low key, it's very low key, and then there's just like this hairy dude, which people here do not look like me at all. I look very bizarre to people here, is what I'm told. And, and there's just this dude who's like for an hour straight, like smashing this bag loud as fuck, like boom, 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 boom. It's so fucking funny. Like I wish there was one non-Finnish person there just to witness the hilariousness of the situation. Storage on the daily. I'm on the monthly, so probably not right there. Daily, it's probably put in a base here and probably does try for a little bit of a rally to the upside, like north of 80 cents again, but pretty unimpressive rally thus far. Long term, yeah, it does have your macro higher lows, but it doesn't have macro higher highs, which is the more concerning thing. I'm inclined to say it goes sideways here and tries for a rally. Might come back down, retest like upper 60s first. That's fine, but I do think it'll rally off that level yet again. Dubnet says Mass Q. Okay, Mass Q versus Wrapped Derp. Another chart that just doesn't really trade all that much. If I had to call it in the short term, probably does come down a little bit more and tries for another bounce somewhere around this last local low, probably a little bit higher than that, something like that. It's not terrible history. It just doesn't really trade that much. Not really interesting until it gets back above this high right here. If it does that, then yeah, very likely works its way back up, somewhere around like whatever the hell this area is right here. But difficult charts on these ones. Not really getting like anything like super obvious. I know you want to look at it versus Ethereum. It's just, you're looking at two moving assets now. But if I had to call it short term down, Short. I don't know how relevant that is to you though, but short term very likely does retest somewhere around here. Chun Chasku says fill short and long term. Don't know what that means to you, but let's just look at every fucking time frame that exists in the world. Whoops, wrong one. Didn't want to go to Kraken. Man, every time I'm just clicking the wrong damn thing. Let's see. Daily time frame, I think continues to make new highs in this rally. Weekly, same thing. Probably somewhere towards, probably closer to $10 overall. It's getting pretty hot on the weekly there, but I do think it still trades further upside first. Monthly, yeah, somewhere around $10. I see some super chats, but no comments there, so feel free to drop a comment. Whoops, I just lost my place. Un moment. Oh my God. Okay, really just sent me back to like the Stone Age there. All right, I found it. Rohit says FET on the daily. Okay. I think there's an AI coin. Fetch.ai. Okay. All right, let's see it. Actually, not bad. That's a monthly though. That's not the daily. Daily, kind of another difficult one. If I had to call it hidden bullish evidence, low volatility, probably tries another move towards 80 cents. But I'll say the unhelpful thing is like, until you see it close above the highs, can't really be looking for more. If and when that does happen, I would be looking for a move actually above $1. And I do think that will generally happen, honestly. Really only problems on this one if you go back down below about 60 cents. The question is, does it have enough juice to actually break out from here, or does it continue to range more? That I don't have a strong opinion on. Reaper says daily, weekly, Samo. Okay. Samo. All right. Okay, it is a thing. I guess Poloniex? I guess. I don't know. Spot crypto chart. Okay. Well, that's probably the only thing. I don't think this thing trades on leverage, so no worries there. There's not a fucking chart here, man. There's got to be a better thing than this. This one just hurts my eyes. Maybe CoinEx. Okay, that looks significantly different than the chart that I just looked at. How can they look so different? Gate.io. Okay. Starting to see some semblance of uniformity here now. All right, let's go down and do a daily. Short-term hidden bullish evidence. Same thing as the last one though. It's like, am I really convinced that this one's going to break out from here? Might try some more short-term upside, maybe towards like 19, 20 cents, but long-term, fine as long as it's above 1 cent. Please stop sending in super chats for the love of God. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but my voice can't take it, man. I'm sorry. I do need to put a stop to it at some point. Let's see. Again, it's most likely to range here for a while. I don't think it's ready to break out, but this is a constructive consolidation. It probably does break out over the long term. It's just, I'd be looking for that one to go sideways for a while. But again, I want to reiterate, below 1 cent, sorry, not 10 cents, but below 1 cent on a closing basis, this one's going to go back down to the hells. I just don't think that's as likely. All right, we'll find it. We'll find the last couple ones here. Holy moly. Actually, looks like we'll come back when Cubic is on TradingView 100 to 300% higher. Have to enlighten some people like I did with Caspa back in the day. Hey, I'm sure people appreciate it, and that's awesome, man. It's just that's what we use to chart these things, and unfortunately, if it's not there, we can't look at it, man. What's up, Andrew Mo? Okay, last one though. Last one. ZCN. All right. ZCN, is it even on TradingView? It's barely. It's on Gate.io. I think it's probably found a short-term high here, actually. Yeah, volatility extremes on both the daily and the weekly. I think this one comes down and ranges for a while. Might even come all the way back down to like 20 to 22 cents, something like that. And then ranges, but long term, does it continue on with the rally? Probably yes. I do think that after it comes, okay, maybe 20 to 22 cents is too much. Maybe more like 25, 26 cents. Okay, I'm sorry. I do need to end things there. I do apologize. Again, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but my throat really does hurt, man. So I will just I'll unfortunately I just have to end the super chats right there. But it looks like Bitcoin's actually continued with the rally thus far. So good, almost at $46,000, not bad. CME is having a massive premium over spot price action, nearly, it's like close to $1,000 higher now. Wow. Really impressive there. But Bitcoin, you know, again, with Bitcoin moving higher here, I do think it's safe to say that on a lot of the altcoins that we looked at today, they're probably going to try higher first before anything else. Most of the ones that we looked at, especially the, you know, the medium to stronger ones, the shittier ones, maybe they just retest highs and continue to range. But overall, you know, Bitcoin having a pretty steady move here after essentially a month of sideways. I mean, to be fair, it was an upside month, yes, but it felt like mostly sideways, right? Anyways, fair enough on that one. I think we'll end things right there. Barring any sort of Bitcoin collapse below like $45,000 before end of day, I'd say that, you know, the rally very likely continues on, and those in those upside areas of interest that we spoke about at the beginning of this video are probably going to be are just the next areas of interest essentially, and still are much relevant, again, pending Bitcoin above $45,000 basically. But yeah, overall, not bad. Pretty good way to start the year for officially the first, you know, trading day of the year. And I think that's a good place for me to be leaving off on this particular video. Mr. Filson, I love you as well, sir. Caretaker, wishing everyone a happy new year. I wish everyone a happy new year as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. Another year added to the list of this historic channel, which I'm absolutely loving. And yeah, we'll be back on next Tuesday with another live stream. Looking forward to seeing everyone there. If not, then go fuck yourself. Just kidding. But seriously, you should be there. And yeah, we'll end things right there. I'll upload the Bitcoin analysis to this channel later on today. And with that said, take care, much love, and see you hopefully tomorrow.
Write it, code it, name it, tweet it, mine it, stack it, live it, dream it, post it, scan it, charge it, send it, do it, and receive it. Trade it, buy it, sell it, store it, run it, list it, first rename it. Crypto logic. Pump it, hack it, lose it, dump it, sell it, ditch it, XR, pitch it, copy, paste it, nudge it, test it, build it, try it, bend it, fork it, hype it, pump it, dump it, rinse, repeat, but quick relocate, pause it, list it, send it,